Yeah. And guys, if you like that trust me, video is awesome. Please go to the link that you saw in the chat and donate if you can. And again, thank you.
Rehan, good evening.
Good evening. How are you guys?
Hi, Rehan.
We're good. I still am pronouncing your name wrong, aren't I?
Yes, Rehan, Ray, whatever works.
What is the correct pronunciation?
Well, in my language, it's Rehan. Rehan, but Ray, not everybody can pronounce it, so they're like Ray, Rehan. But either way, Rehan, whatever works, guys.
Rehan.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Man,
this is awesome.
It's actually great to be here. I've actually tuned in a little while ago, and I saw what you guys have been doing. And it's pretty awesome, the big turnout, and actually knowledge that's being shared. I've actually been taking some notes as well, because these are some things that I should be doing, which I know about. But I'll let you guys fire off.
That's awesome. Thank you. Well, first I want to thank you because this helps my family a lot. My cousin, who is 22 years old now, he's been suffering with brain tumor cancer since he was 10. And he is in his 5th fight now, and he's in not great shape, and his family really needs help. So this event has been a great help. We've already raised well over $1,000 just in the short time that we've been on here, which is a great help to the family. And we're just happy to have everyone here sharing their information, giving advice. We from the beginning, we were talking about getting your book published all the way up to, video marketing, copy secrets. And we're just excited to have you, spend your time to help us, come on here and help. And by the way, I just got this, someone sent me a text. We are on the homepage of Blab.
Yes.
Yeah, we're up top, yeah. No, if you actually go up top, we're up top.
This is actually
further up. That's awesome.
So thank you, Blab, for that. So Rehan, why don't you tell us in kind of your elevator pitch? Let's put you on the spot.
Okay, well, look, I've been doing marketing online now since 2009. Started out struggling just like a lot of others, had no direction, learned the ropes, got involved with mentors and started to learn the strategies, the secrets, exactly what seems to work online. And then afterwards, it's actually been an eventful journey. I started to play around with paid traffic. I saw a lot of other people they had a joint venture circle, and the industry's changed a lot from then till now. So one thing I decided to do, I actually got involved with paid traffic right from the very beginning. I think I first placed my first ad in 2008. So fast track that. I managed to scale up a lot of businesses, and in the process, I set myself up with a traffic agency as well, where I can be helping a lot of marketers and advertisers across a whole various of niches grow their businesses, as well as I do a lot of CPA marketing myself. I do affiliate marketing, and I've got my own coaching and consulting business on the side. But when it comes purely to traffic, which I think a lot of people on this live call will really benefit from, is I don't know which situation you might be in right now, but traffic is the blood behind any online business. And as you guys all know, there's so many different mediums, and we do marketing all the way from Facebook, spent hundreds of thousands on Facebook over the last 5-6 years, all the way to PPV. I don't do much Google AdWords, but we do a lot of banner, a lot of display, and a lot of email as well. So across the board, we get a lot of data from multiple different offers on the market, whether it's Forex, whether it's affiliate marketing, internet marketing, digital products, event marketing, webinars. We've tested everything. We've started to see what really works and exactly what a person should be doing to help grow their business into the highest. I
know it's distracting. I'll stop doing it.
So you're tracking all the data.
Of the strategy that you're using currently.
Sorry?
Of the strategies that you're using currently, which would you see more effective, or do you think it's different depending on the niche you're in?
I'll be honest with you, you really have to take a look at your offer, because there's certain traffic sources which are scalable based on the offer. If you're going to be running a particular offer on something like Google or Facebook, now they've become very tight, and you need to abide by their guidelines if you really want to go. A lot of people have their accounts shut down, and it's probably happened to a lot of people on this call. We've had to always jump over that hurdle trying to scale a business, like if we're running an e-commerce, if you're running an e-commerce business, Facebook is one of the greatest platforms right now, and you should be advertising. And don't get into this part next, but there's a whole range of traffic networks and media buys that you can go and do to go and scale any business. From one of the campaigns that we've been doing, what I've learned is previously, as a novice, or if you've got a marketing budget for $1,000 or $2,000, and you're probably trying to, you've never put your first ad online, you really want to be targeting a particular market first and nail the strategy. Be willing to lose money. Be willing to go and burn $1,000 or $2,000 because you're already buying data, and that data is invaluable, and that's actually going to pave the campaign into the next direction. So, if you're starting on Facebook, don't go and run. I would say don't go and run an ad to all like 5-6 different countries. Segment that ad and go and master that one region. When you've mastered it, you'll actually start to notice a success pattern. And the same success pattern is the same when we're actually running a campaign on display, which is banners. We're doing PPV marketing, or if we're doing solo ads, work very differently. But you want to get it working within one region, and you will start to get a lot of data, and you can then
Hey guys, what's up?
Into any other market. So and don't have no fear when it comes to traffic. A lot of people are very fearful in terms of moving forward, and I think really connected with your emotions. This comes down to running any ad campaign online.
Awesome.
Cool. So we have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Do you do coaching for CPA mobile?
Sorry, I don't do much mobile myself. We do a lot of desktop. My partners do mobile. I haven't been doing it. I've tested it. I never managed to get great success, but I think I just need to test it more. We would probably be working on a campaign, get it working on, research our market, take a look and see where the audience are. And if we're realizing okay, desktop or mobile, I wouldn't run the campaign on both. I would probably run desktop. Or if I honestly believe they're mobile, I would split test between Android and iOS, and start to get that data back. But there's so much traffic out there. Even with mobile, you just got to be willing to test fast. The faster you test it, better the data you'll get faster, rather than thinking, oh, you know what? Because I think I came across this thing called crunching. I thought if you have a marketing budget, and let's just say it's $1,000, you could spend that $1,000 across a 30-day period, or you can actually go and spend it across a week. There's still going to be people within your market that will be buying your product within those 7 days. So you'll just get a result faster, and you'll save yourself 3 weeks, as opposed to being very scared and thinking, oh, this is my marketing budget for the month. Be willing to just go and test very fast. But again, knowing somebody that probably has done or got similar results usually shortcuts your learning curve. So I always reverse engineer everything first. If I was looking at competitors, seeing somebody who's already doing something that I want to get into, I would go and get every bit of data on that offer, because these are healthy markets, whether it's the health industry, whether it's the IM industry. You want to get any little bit of data. So prior for you to even go and launch a campaign, you don't want it to go off in the wrong direction, because you're going to be losing money, and that's the last thing that you want to be doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So the data drives all of your decisions, and you're saying you do the homework beforehand so that you have a pretty good idea before you even go into it. I actually have one question for you is, when you're buying traffic, do you notice that if there's certain types of offers or certain types of like industry / products that seem to always perform well versus like the ones that don't, I guess?
I think I'll give you an example. If you're running on a particular network, one thing I may do is pick up the phone and connect with the network. It's a relationship thing that a lot of people don't do. Get a lot of inside data first. So if you're going onto a particular network, I'd probably reach out and say, hey, tell me one thing. What offers are converting on your type of traffic? Give me the top 10.
Awesome.
And some network owner would say, hey, you know what? This is converting. Within the next 2 weeks, these promotions usually do well. And you'd be surprised, you're probably playing around with a lot of traffic that you may not be compatible with your offer, but if you're an affiliate, you can bring those offers onto the network and boom, because you already got the validated data.
That's huge.
Campaign.
So one last question, and then we will let you go. You're very good at coming out. Is media buying. There's a lot of talk about media buying, and a lot of people don't understand it. So what is it?
Media buying is really you doing a direct buy from a particular website. And the way you do a media buy, usually, I give you an example. I would probably go and run a campaign on a self-serve platform, something like Site Scout, and probably get some data, run it across a series of sites. Same thing you can do with PPV, and identify where you're getting some conversions. If you're starting to get conversions, what you want to do, you want to reach out to the site owner, and usually you can do that by going to the About Us section on the site and actually just drop them a message and say, hey, look, I'm interested in placing an ad with you guys. I believe audience and our offer is a compatible fit. What we'd like to do, we'd like to test for 30 days. If you honestly believe that you have an offer and the audience is spot on, because if you've got, let's just say 10 or 15 sales, you probably strike a deal with that audience or that site owner and say, hey, look, I'd like to book in this spot for the next 6 months. And at times, if you can even ask for exclusivity, boom, you've got that spot.
That is awesome.
Nobody else will take it from you. And thank you. And you've then got an access for the next 6 months that you don't really have to worry about. There are some campaigns that you can just work on a set and forget, and doing the right media buy turns out to a set and forget campaign where you just know for the next 30, 60, 90 days, we're getting traffic, and you don't have to worry about that part. Now you can just keep on tweaking the message on your offer and take it from there.
That's awesome. So just to clarify, you basically do your research first, run some ads on self-serve platform, see what the data tells you on what works, and then contact those sites where you got ads that worked and try to get direct placement locked in for a period of time, and then just keep doing it over and over. Find more sites, lock in.
Yeah, one more thing. We all understand the 80-20 rule, so just take this and note. You probably need, out of all of the targets that you will test, they're probably not going to convert. There's probably between 5 to 10 sites that all you need that have got an abundance flow of traffic. Let's just say Alexa rank top 10,000 or 20,000 within your country. And if you can just partner up with the right 5 or 10 sites with testing and what I've seen, you probably don't need no more traffic to run a 7-figure or multi-7-figure campaign. Wow. It's probably as small as that. You don't need to go after hundreds of sites. Really, I always focus on the 80-20 rule when I'm doing any type of media buys.
That is so awesome. So 80% of like your big chunk of revenue is going to come from 20% of the sites that are of value to you.
Exactly. And even if so you really want to identify who are those 5 or 10 sites that I need to really partner up with. And to be honest, if you go to this right now, if you honestly think, go and look at the data, cross-check across Alexa, maybe SimilarWeb, go and take a look and see how long people are staying on the site, the demographics, if you can find that out, and then contact that site owner, run a test. And another little sneaky secret, which I've managed to do, which I'll share, I'll probably reach out to a certain site and I'll be like, hey, listen, I've got an offer which I believe will do really well with you guys. What I'd like you to do is if you have any unmonetized ad space or any across your, let's just say your journals or your email newsletters or somewhere on any real estate across on your website that you're not monetizing, I would like you to place this here and I will pay you out on a CPA. Awesome. And what happens is you've actually got yourself a partner who be willing to run it for you, no money down, you pay on results, and it just comes down to really connecting with them. And one of the magic is just pick up the phone and call them. You get them on the phone, that's what emailing back and forth, so forth works. But so I've done that before and I've just got free traffic without putting any money on.
That is awesome. Yeah, and that's what I think most people don't do that. They just try, like, do a self-serve system, they blast some stuff out, and they say, oh, it didn't work. But that strategy that you mentioned sounds amazing, where you buy it, you see what comes back that's good, and then work directly with those site owners, and then also try to buy the space that they're not, like they have extra inventory that they're not making money from. Say, I want to buy that as well. So you're like trying to get as much as you can from those sites that you know do work, and you don't need to have hundreds and hundreds of sites. It's just letting the data tell you where to put your money based on what's working, and then just keep growing that more and more.
And there's like so many sites out there like that. There's so many sites. You'd be surprised. I've actually even done this with ad networks.
Wow.
Networks be serving billions of impressions. I'd be like, look, I'm pretty sure you have some unmonetized assets that I could bring over. I have an offer that's converting. We can probably partner up, and you know what? Just test it for 30 days. You just have to push it.
That is extremely clever.
You'd be surprised. You can have so many calls for you, and go and try this with your campaign. It's just, if you probably give it to a virtual assistant, tell them, here's the list, go through these sites, contact everybody, schedule an appointment, and get personal. Get a dialogue going. You jump on the call if you're super busy, and you know what? Have a script, formula, something like that, and you can strike up some amazing deals. I know I'm running a campaign which is on track to doing about $1 million a month.
Wow.
In the next few months, as we're testing out so many different traffic strategies, and I know I probably just need those 10 partners.
Wow.
So, Rehan, I keep always going to get it wrong. I'm dyslexic, which doesn't help, right? And it's also now 25 past 10, as you know. Where can people get in touch with you?
You can actually go to digitaltrafficagency.com.
So if you type it in the site, you get the actual link into the chat.
I have a media buying team here. What they do, they are traffic ninjas across multiple ad platforms. Plus, we've got access to a lot of email traffic as well. So we'll take a look at your offer, see what your objectives are for the next 30, 60, 90 days. Head over to digitaltrafficagency.com. Leave your details and schedule a time and book yourself in with either myself or somebody from my team, and they'll happily review your campaign, your funnel, take a look, and just take it from there.
Awesome.
Did I write that right?
That is awesome.
Rehan, you're the man. As Paul
Thank you. Said. Those tips were amazing. I've been at this for a long time, and he gave us gold.
Yeah, well, I hope everybody really found value from what I just shared. Like, go and implement it. That's exactly what you're going to see.
Like, take it serious. Like what Rehan said.
Powerful.
Ready to go back and do it myself.
All right, guys. So I'll leave you guys to it, and catch up soon. Ciao.
Thanks. Talk to you soon. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. The Marketon is in aid of the Dylan Peters family. Dylan Peters has been battling brain cancer since he was 10 years old. He is now 22 years old and has been... The Marketon is in aid of the Dylan Peters family. Dylan Peters has been battling brain cancer since he was 10 years old. He is now 22 years old and has beaten it 4 times. This 5th time the tumour has taken over. Dylan is a kind-hearted man that would do anything for anyone. The Marketon is in aid of the Dylan Peters family. The Marketon is in aid of the Dylan Peters family. Dylan Peters has been battling brain cancer since he was 10 years old. He is now 22 years old and has beaten it 4 times. This 5th time the tumour has taken over. Dylan is a kind-hearted man that would do anything for anyone. He has been dealt a hard hand of life, but has always made the best of his situation and has always been so strong. His mother Kim has been by his side from the beginning and has recently taken leave from work to be with Dylan. Kim's absence from work has left a deficit in their financial situation, which is the last thing she needs to be worried about at this time. And that is why we would ask you to donate now by clicking on the video or going to gofundme.com/VTWWWYTG and give what you can. Every single penny, every dollar, every $10, every $100 really counts. Thank you for your help.